Emily's fingers gently stroked the painting hanging on the wall, in which the sunflowers bloomed warmly in the sun. This was her most satisfying work, and also her last one. The studio was filled with the smell of turpentine and paint, and the sun shone through the French windows, stretching her shadow very long. 10 years ago, Emily was the hottest new star in the New York art circle. Her paintings set new highs at auctions, and there was always a long line in front of the gallery. At that time, she wore Chanel's haute couture dresses, shuttled between various celebrity parties, and enjoyed the pursuit of everyone. Her apartment was located in the most expensive area of Manhattan, and her cloakroom was full of luxury goods, but she always felt that it was not enough until that rainy night. She met a homeless man on Fifth Avenue. The man curled up on the corner of the street, covered with tattered newspapers, but he was holding a yellowed copy of Walden and reading it intently. Emily stopped and the rain wet her sheepskin high heels. At that moment, she suddenly realized that she had so much, but she had never really enjoyed the joy of reading like this homeless man. The next day, Emily fired her assistant and withdrew all invitations to social events. She began to clean up her apartment and donated those expensive clothes and jewelry to charity. When the last box of luxury goods was moved away, she felt unprecedented relief. Only the most basic painting tools and the unfinished sunflowers were left in the studio. After moving to a small town in Maine, Emily's life became simple and fulfilling. She planted a field of sunflowers in the backyard and took care of them every morning. She no longer cared about how much the paintings could sell for, but simply enjoyed the process of painting. Sunlight, breeze, and the fragrance of flowers, these beauties that she had once ignored, have now become the most moving elements in her paintings. People in the town soon fell in love with this quiet woman who painted. Children often lie on the windowsill of the studio to watch her mix colors, and the elderly will send vegetables grown at home. Emily found that when she no longer pursued fame and fortune, she gained the most precious things: sincere friendship and inner peace. One late autumn afternoon, a collector found Emily. He offered a sky-high price to buy the sunflower painting. Emily smiled and shook her head. This was the first time she refused such an attractive offer. The collector asked in confusion why, and she just pointed to the sunflowers in the painting, which were blooming towards the sun without asking for anything in return. That night, Emily sat on the porch, looking at the starry sky. She thought of the rainy night 10 years ago and the Walden in the hands of the tramp. Now she finally understands that true wealth does not lie in how much you have, but in inner satisfaction. She no longer needs external recognition to prove her value, because her paintings have become a part of her life, just like those sunflowers, always growing towards the light. The moonlight sprinkled on the window lattice of the studio, and Emily gently closed the door. She knew that when the sun rises tomorrow, it will be another beautiful day. In this small town far away from the hustle and bustle, she found the most precious wealth, inner peace and satisfaction.